see what happens. Where am I? That's the old one. Oh, I'm live. Ah!
Yeah, there you go.
Hooray! Cool. I will sit here for a bit while everyone comes back. No idea what happened there. Cool. This is what it should have looked like before. I think we can just delete that old one. I don't know if this is going to come through to Facebook, but we have to take what we can get sometimes. Well, it's almost 20 past and I've done nothing, so I think we're going to have to end up going till 2 or something now. Hello everyone, thank you so much for bearing with me. Honestly, I'm so glad Nate's here because I would not have known what to do. Just don't know why it's changed because I do literally the same thing every time I live stream. It's very weird. It's the ghost, or blame the ghost. Hope it was too late to say, have you had a good Christmas and New Year? But I haven't spoken to any of you. Is Jo back? Has she found her way back? I haven't got my music anymore, so I'll just have to play it in my head. Oh, hooray. Welcome back, Jo. Sorry about that. I have no idea what happened. This isn't going through StreamYard anymore. I don't know. There was a bitrate setting in my streaming software that apparently was wrong, but I haven't changed it, so I don't know why it was wrong. But I think you can just delete the old video, right, and just change the thumbnail of this one and stuff. Hopefully. Cool. How many of you do we have? 24. Cool. I'm going to crack on because I've wasted a bit of time. So I'm going to show you all the stuff that's coming out on the 30th. I want to say the 30th. And then I was going to do a very quick flip through of my journal for this year, which is not very long. And then I might do a little cover page for February with all the new stuff. So, yes, going to crack on. I'll move this out of the way. So, I will start with stencils. Move them out of the way. There's people still filtering in. So, first of all, we have got weekly boxes, which I think Jo has talked about in her streams quite a lot, so I won't open them up, but we just wanted to show you the packaging that we have made. So these were originally in the big one, the last big one, minus the one with the days of the week on. But they went down really well and we both find them really, really useful. So we have packaged them up in a little envelope, which you can stick inside your, I can open them and stick inside your journal. Oh, it's got one of those on it. So one of these envelopes with the sticky bits, and then you get 4 stencils, pocket stencils, and then a cheat sheet, which looks like this, to help you. And Joe and I, it was Let the Adventure Begin, the something about an adventure. And so the adventure begins, sorry. That's the one. So these are now one of our new smart tools. It's going to be like sort of as part of the smart tool gang. So Joe's making some resources and videos and stuff for them. So yes, exciting. These are so useful. I've used them in all my new weekly setups and stuff. And I don't use a lot of stencils, so I think that's a good advert coming from me. I'll move my mug out of the way. Oh, and also I have a nice new background thanks to Jo, because she was like, your brown desk, although lovely, is not very good for YouTube, so can I buy you a desk mat? And I was like, of course you can. Sorry, I have a bit of a cough, so bear with me. This, you'll all be very excited about, hopefully, is our block font. A5 font. So block font has been around since the beginning, but has never been its own font. So now it is time. It's time to shine. And this is basically what it says on the tin. It's blocky. It's solid. Hi Gemma. It's a classic. It's useful. We like it. Look at those holes. They're all the same. It's so easy. So yeah, so this has been around, like it's featured on sticker sheets, it's featured on other stencils and stuff, and now it is time for its own, basically its own launch. This launch is the block font launch, unofficially. So yeah, standard. I don't have the cheat sheets yet because I haven't made them, because Jo only made these on Friday. Yeah. And I need Jo to make the stencils before I can make the cheat sheet, which is fun for us. So in the block font family, we also have 5cm font and a 10cm font. Sorry, I've been ill for like over a month at this point, and it's just very tedious. I have like the stupidest, most pathetic cough, and it's just like bleh, bleh. So yeah, whole alphabet, capitals, little cheat sheet on a ring. These are like this sort of size, 5cm plus the holes. So really nice for doing a monthly cover page, or like a massive title, like across a double page. And then these are, yes, Jo says it's on a lot of our super easy sticker sheets and hybrid inserts. That's the one. That's what I was trying to say. I can't do the thing where I make your comments come up, unfortunately, because I had to do it different ways, but all things will be back to normal next time. And then these ones are 10cm, and these are just the monthly initials, because FM, S, N and D, because I mean I don't know what you would write with the whole alphabet of those, but yeah, it's on calendar stickers and stuff. Which I don't think, I won't show you because that's just tedious. It's on a lot of things, but it's never had its time to shine. So those are both coming. And then we have these two, which are a set of 4 and a set of 2 in their own little pouch with their own little cheat sheets. Lovely cheat sheets. These are monthly headers, so for super quick, don't even want to faff around with a font stencil, just like, oh Holly, shush. I think someone just walked past. Holly, shush, shush, shush. Holly. She's a bit grumpy today. She's trying to drink out of the pond, but it's frozen solid and she's all confused. And I don't know why she's even trying to drink out of the pond, because she never tries to drink out of the pond. And weekly ones. Fun fact about these, when Jo was making them last week, she did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then went, why have I done that? And we went, I don't know, Jo, are you okay? As we normally do. They will be as much as all the original, as much as the existing ones are. I don't know off the top of my head how much things cost, because that is not my area. Let me try and find a set. Stencil pocket filter. Jo does not enjoy making small fonts, but the people love them. So I think they're £12. I want to say 12. So a set of 6. Oh, these are 8. So if they're 8, they are 18. Sorry, Jo. So the Let It Snow one of these is 18. So I think they would be the same because it's a set of 8. I'll let Jo do it. A5 fonts are the same as what they always are, whatever that is. I just don't deal with this. Pardon me, sorry. Oh, 5 and 10 are already available, sorry. This is how much I pay attention. I was looking at the Friends sets, which are 12. And finally, anyway, whilst Jo is looking that up, the one that everybody loves is a mini font. Hi, Alex. So these are mini, and everyone loves a mini font. So I don't think we have many mini fonts because they're really hard to make. Okay, monthly headers, 14. Daily headers, 7. Mini fonts, £4 each. A5 fonts, £8 each. And to lay them all out like a family. Those are already available. Weekly boxes, I don't know. What a lovely little family. All the block font. Cool. Obviously, you don't have to buy all of it. We like to give you options. Some people won't use a massive one. Some people won't use the tiny ones. It's all up to you what you want. And they obviously, these go in the folder, these go in the folder, these go in the folder in a pocket. Any questions about those before I show you the washi tape? And I'm going to open all the washi tape because I'm going to use it. So there is not going to be lowercase 5cm and 10cm because I think we just were like, I don't think they're useful because they're like so big. I don't know. That's a Joe question, but I know she decided not to do lowercase in those ones. These are all available at launch except these and these, which are already available, I believe. It's just I'm showing you them because they're all kind of the same family. We have ordered more vertical Days and Dates washi. It's on there isn't currently a lowercase 10cm, 5cm at the moment. If there is enough demand, we'll look at this later. I'm trying to read all your questions, sorry. Launch is next weekend. I think it's the 30th, isn't it? Have I made that up? When's the launch, Joe? I'm really not prepared. I had quite a busy day yesterday in my defence, and I've had people over yesterday and they left this morning, so I haven't had a lot of time to think about this. Where's the blog? Where's the blog? January. Yes, washi tape. Here we go. 31st of January is the launch. I knew I hadn't sort of made that up. Yes, it's not next week. We've got numbers and days washi tape on the way. It takes a long time to come, unfortunately. So this is called the Rainbow Launch because that's what I had in my head. Launch is 31st for everyone. VIP will be 30th, but will be split to gold, silver in the morning and bronze in the afternoon, as we have limited numbers. Washi will be the same as usual, I believe. I haven't been told otherwise. Yes, we've had an unexpected rush of new customers, so I think it turns out that we haven't really got enough of anything, potentially, depending on how the launches go. But we've basically done orders of stuff and then gone, oh my god, where have all these people come from, and then done another order, but we're still waiting for the first orders to come. So they are thin washies. So we have 6 sets. They are a full rainbow, which was meticulously chosen by myself and Joe. I'm going to open them all because I'm going to use them. So I don't think they've put them in the boxes the right way around, personally, because I would have put them red, orange, yellow. So if you look at them this way, I think they look like a bit more, like they make more sense like that. But that is just me, because so we've got a nice bright red, obviously navy blue, and also my hand, not great backgrounds, but nice red, nice solid orange, lovely bright yellow. Yes, they're all separate. You have to buy all 6. That would be mental. 3 lovely greens, so a nice light green. I'm going to explain how we chose all these colours. A nice dark green, which is not a colour we often do. Each set of 3 is £6, but we'll need to check. Each tape is 4mm wide times 10mm long. Ignore this because it still says 15mm because we only have one box design, and we forgot that it said that on it when we ordered these. And then a nice teal colour, which next to these looks blue, but next to the blue you can see it's a bit more green. Hopefully it's a lovely greeny blue, which moves us into, sorry, I was just reading the comments, moves us into the blues. Lovely light blue, lovely medium blue, and then a lovely dark blue. And then purples. And remember, says Joe, remember all of our washies, buy 5 get 1 free, so you actually get one of the sets free if you buy all 6. That is a good fact. So we've got a nice purple, we've got a lilac, a nice lilac, and a lovely bright pink. And then we have, this is more of the sort of pinks. So this is more of a kind of a reddy blush pink, which is quite hard to see because it just kind of looks red. But I'm going to swatch them all, I think, because this is very bright pink, and then this is a very dark kind of purpley burgundy kind of colour. And then finally, yes, Simplify, you've got a set of slim washi tape. Some of these will be the same as those, but obviously not everyone got all of those. So, and then 3 lovely purples. So 3 more lovely purples because we know you all love purple. Sort of a bluey, cornflowery. They're all kind of cornflowery. A bluishy one, a nice lavendery one, and a nice dark purple. So that is all of them, and I might buy myself one of those like tape dispenser things to stick them all on. I'm going to, do you want me to swatch them all? Because I think that would be useful, because they obviously look different on a roll than they do. I've got my old journal here. Do I have a washi inside the dots? Excuse me. So, as I do this, I will explain how we chose these colours. So I don't remember which are which, but we basically took colours that we have used already in various products and themes and stuff, and have used those in these. Use those colours in these washi tapes. So the Simplify colour, like the standard kind of rainbow that we use now, which is on our, like, I don't think I have any on our calendar stickers and stuff. Do I have any? Don't think I have any. You know what I'm talking about though, our calendar stickers, and just, yes I do. No I don't, that's Christmas. No, I don't have any. That's really annoying. You know, the rainbow coloured stuff. Anyway, there's 6 colours. Red, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink. So some of those are in here. which will have been the same as the Simplify ones that you got back in the big one. Some of them are from Take a Break, which is the coffee theme, which is kind of blues and purples. So I think this pink is from Take a Break. I think the blue is from Take a Break. These two blues to me feel like they're Take a Breaky. I have got it all written down somewhere. Yellow, and this yellow I believe is from the Be Awesome range. So it's might be the Simplify yellow, I don't know, but definitely these are from Be Awesome, but this is obviously yellow is yellow, so that goes with your Be Awesome. And then you've got Take a Break is like these kinds of colours, and I think the purple, so that's like Take a Break. So essentially we didn't just pick 18 random colours. Oh, I've messed it up. We went through our existing range and chose colours that worked with stuff that people, I don't know what order these go in anymore. That works with stuff that we already have. So obviously we have loads of sticker sheets coming out too in this launch, but we don't have them yet, so I can't show you unfortunately. In Be Awesome and Take a Break colours and fonts and stuff, so these will go with everything. So basically we're trying to kind of make everything that we sell work with everything else. I hope that makes sense and I'm not waffling and stuff. Trying to do two things at once is hard. Yeah, Take a Break stuff is really popular, so we wanted to bring it back. So I think Joe has shared the stickers, designs and stuff. Yes, Melissa says, will the washi tape sets be kept in stock and reordered when they sell out? Joe says, yes, if they are popular, we will be restocking. Yeah, depends how they sell. Obviously, if they sell out in a week, then yeah, we'll get more in. So you can see how different these are now. We had a little growth spurt, says Joe, so that's so far. So it's been really tricky to estimate quantities of things. She's been trying to guess how much we need without having too much to store, and obviously having like stuff left over that nobody wants, so it's quite hard to balance that. So especially when random things happen and you end up with like 100 new customers in a week. Yes, I can post the photos after the live, that is fine. I'll try and get some natural light photos in my garden or something. And I'll write down the different sets. You are welcome. So yeah. And we tried to make sure that none of them were similar to each other so that you weren't doubling up. There's obviously a few more purples than any other colour, but we know that you all love purple, so I think the dark one goes first, so I will do this one here. Joe says, for this launch, we'll split VIP launch as well. If anything is super popular, we'll be reordering, but it may take a few weeks. So yeah, so the reason for splitting it up is obviously we want gold and silver to have priority because that's what they pay for. And we don't want the website to fall over again. I mean, it hasn't actually fallen over because of a launch this year. It's just a bit easier to manage when there's not 200 people on the website all at once. It's been quite a stressful year so far in terms of the website, so these two pinks, you can see how different they are now. Although they're both light pink, one's much more pinky. Yes, one is a bit more reddy, but it's not as red as that, which is very red. So, oops, I just dropped something behind my desk. Is anyone here new, by the way? I forgot to ask with all the drama at the beginning. Like, we've had so many new people, and I realise I haven't done a live stream in a really long time. So if anyone is new and is like, who the hell are you? Please shout and I will. So this is like a nice kind of burgundy sort of purple. I mean, it's got a bit of a brown about it. And then probably did these in the wrong order. I probably should have done these in between. Maybe I'll do it again before I post it. But so you can see that that is a much bluer purple. Like, I mean, it's much bluer to me. I don't know if it's coming up on camera than like this one, which is much pinker. So they're all really different, which was the aim, obviously. And then this one is a very bluey purple. These two even. It's hard to keep talking about colours at length. Know what to say about them. I'm going to put these in a different order. There. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 18. So where's my pen? I'll show you them close up. So these last three are like cornflowery, and then you've got three pinks and purples, 3 very blue blues as opposed to these which are more purpley blues, and then green, and then red, orange, yellow. So I'll just draw this. Oops. This is my Tom Studio pen, by the way, which is lovely and I love it. So those are your sets. So yeah, we need a little washi cutter thing. Hope you like them. Like I said, we did spend quite a long time like choosing all the individual colours so that they match stuff. So you can't buy the keyring. It was in a big one a while ago, long time ago. We've done 2 of these now, I think. Sorry. It was in a big one, so we don't have any of those anymore. You are welcome, Carol. Yes, so I've put them in kind of a different order than what I've swatched them, but aren't they beautiful? Very nice. Cool. I'm going to crack on with my journal. I will post a little photo in the group if you want, but as Joe said, we are getting professional photography done, so we might on Monday have some professional photos already, so and they will, I imagine, be quite true to colour, because that is the point of having professional photography. Cool, I'm just reading all your questions. I'm glad you all like them. I'm glad 42 people have come to watch me swatch washi tape. This is my journal, by the way, for 2025. I didn't know which one to pick. I was umming and ahhing for ages. I nearly got the yellow one, but I was like, I don't know. I quite like the blue, and the pencil case goes with it so well. The one from last 12 days. And it keeps my pencil and my rubber and my Tom Studio pen, and that's all I need. So yes, this is a Lumos. It is double-ended. I haven't really used the brush pen. I put a brush pen in it, and then I was testing it in my old journal at Christmas. I'll show you my absolute mess of a journal. I was doing this on Christmas Day and I was a bit like, it's not as flexible as I thought it was going to be. So you can't really get the kind of thin and thick lines that you need to do calligraphy, and I think there is a different brush nib that's a bit more flexible. So I was a bit like, should I? Because I quite like doing calligraphy. I don't do it a lot. It's not a metallic blue, it's black. It is plain black. So I really like having 2, because I would like to do like calligraphy, but I might see if I can get a different brush nib. Oh, Joe has my extra lid, so we found out that you can get extra lids to put, and then we can do it this way, and then you put another lid on there, and then it's a proper double-ended one instead of having to do this. I am excited for my second lid. Cool, so who wants to see my journal? It's not very interesting, but I don't really share it, so, and I know you like journals. I haven't penned this in yet because I'm too scared. That's just my name. I made myself a pocket with the envelope from the 12 days, and I've got my weekly boxes in La, which is nice. And then I did a year at a glance because I always need to see the calendars for the year. I should have done 2026 one as well, but I didn't really plan this out, and then once I'd done it all I was like, oh, I wish I'd done this, but sorry. And then this is my future log, which I really, really like and took me ages, and I was doing it over Christmas. So I used some blue dot grid paper from one of our old notepads. And then I did all my birthdays in yellow, which I regret because I don't think the yellow really goes very nicely with the blue, but for some reason I did it in yellow. And then it goes on like that. I have covered up things that I don't want you to see because I actually did think about that. So this is my very, very basic tracker for my books, movies, TV shows and MISC, which after I did, I was like, I should have put places that I have been, because I think I would quite like to write all the places that I go, or like things, you know, like sites and stuff, or like holidays and stuff, but it's MISC, it is what it is. So I have seen 2 movies, admittedly one was in December, but I'm still counting it because that's the special time between Christmas and New Year, which doesn't count. So me and Joe went to see Better Man last weekend, and it was really, really good. Joe cried for most of the second half of it. And I've started watching Fringe because Nate kept going on about it, and I still haven't finished my book. So there we go. This is my exercise tracker, which is obviously empty because I have done no exercise because I am useless and it's too cold. It's too cold. So I was going to do a little symbol for each of the different kind of exercises, but we will see how that goes. I mean, it's still winter. I'm hibernating. Then I'm going to do a savings tracker, and I've just covered this up because it's got personal information on it, and this is like my attempts to save money. I didn't really think this through. I just was like, oh, I forgot to do savings, and then I had the stickers, and I didn't plan it very well. It's not very well laid out, but you can get permanent ink from Tom's Studio. That's what I have. I got a bottle of number 60, which is a waterproof ink, but I don't know if that's what you mean, but I found this ink to be absolutely lovely. It's waterproof, so when you highlight over it, it doesn't smudge. It's really, really beautiful. I got it as Christmas presents. I don't know how much it was. I know they're on the pricey side, but they are like handmade, aren't they? So then I've covered this up. I haven't used the sample. Joe says the sample's fine too. So yeah, I don't know anything about ink. I'm not one of those. All of this pen is Tom's Studio pen. So it's very black. It's all fine. I think that is as well. I think that's Tom's ink. So I really like it. I'm not fussy about ink. I don't know anything about ink. I don't know anything about fountain pens. I don't promise to. I don't claim to, but I like it. I like a black. So this is my This will not be interesting to anybody. This is my tracker that I made for all the things that I have to do for each theme box every quarter. And this has taken like a year to refine down into what I need all on one page. So I've covered up information that you are not allowed to see. Basically, every quarter, for each quarter's theme box, I have to do all of this 3 times, and then blog posts. So yeah, so that's how far I am with Q2, and then I'm going to do the same for Q3 and Q4 and Q1. So that is basically my front of journal setup, and then after I'd done it and started January, I was like, oh, I wish I'd done this, but anyway, and then I did January, and I don't love this, but it is what it is. I had fun sitting in front of the TV on Christmas and Boxing Day doing this. This was just done with mild liners. And then I don't think there's anything secret on here. This is my January. And then this was the first week. And I've been writing like little things that I've done. So I wrote that the website broke on my first day back at work. And I didn't have room for a to-do list, so I just wrote relax. And then this is this week. So yeah. Busy. And then it carries on. So I quite like these. So I've been using this for all of these because I really like it and it works for me, and I do the same now every week basically. You're all talking about pens while I'm waffling on, so. And then I did a little page about sorting out my office and sorting the spare room. So I've done a bit of that. So I'm going to do a February. I have no idea how long I've been talking because we started late. Is it only 1 o'clock? So I've been going half an hour-ish. Well, an hour from the very beginning. But I am going to make a February rainbow thing. And on some other paper, and then I'm going to cut it out. Any 40 minutes. Thank you, Carol. Oh, I'm going to use this as my scrap paper book now. I didn't really do a lot of journaling last year. This is how much of this book I used. I used up to there. And I started doing a hybrid planner, you may remember, and I didn't get on with it. It's not for me. I don't like the rings getting in the way of my hands and stuff. But by that point it was halfway through the year, and then I started this in July, and then I just never really got like back into it properly. You like the colour of this one? This is one of the old ones. They were on sale for a long time. So I'm going to do. So what was I saying? Yes, I haven't journaled really properly all year, and I'm really happy to be doing it again because it really, really helps me not be stressed about what's going on all the time. Got my pencil, so I might just cut this out now and just use a piece of paper. I'm sorry, journal. It's become a sacrificial journal. Sorry, journal. It is very cold, Joe. I think it was -4. When our friend left, he went to defrost his car and he said it said -4. We were like, oh no thank you. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to... I do want to use the new chapter stuff this month. So I'm going to combine... Oh, your poor stray cat. I'm going to alternate this with... I'm not going to use all the colours. Where's my cutter gone? With this, and I did test it beforehand. Your poor stray cat. Yes, give him some heat pads. We just saw it when we did take the dogs out, because they go absolutely mental all day if they don't go for a walk. It was only a quick one, and we saw a fox right in the middle of the road, just wandering down the street. I was like, I wonder if he's trying to find somewhere warm. I don't know how this is going to look. I think maybe I should have done orange now. I don't know. We'll see. Let's do it. My dogs don't seem to mind the cold. Even Holly, who is skin and bones, is like, no, it's fine. I'm just happy to be outside. Just grateful for the time, thank you. Oops, wrong one. I don't know if this looks mental or not, or I wanted to do a new chapter stuff because I want to use the tab on the cover page, but I'm not a big reader, so I don't want to, and it's black and white, and I wanted to use the rainbow stuff, so I thought if I combined it, it might be quite cute. Now I'm feeling like it was a bad idea, but this is what happens. Once you're past January, it's all fine, isn't it, really? Which purple do I use? Because there are so many. Maybe this one. These are kind of the simplify colours, pretty much. And then one last one of these. Now, do I cut it with scissors? I don't think that will go well. Or do I cut it with a knife? Oh, Rosie, I'm sorry. It didn't land on him. It's okay. I dropped my journal off the table. It's okay. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. I've got a bit of cardboard so I can use my knife. Do I have a ruler? I need one of those metal rulers. And also want to shout out Nate, who has started a journal. Got him a Make It Happen black journal because he was only ever gonna use black because that's his favourite colour. And he's made a tracker for his drumming, so whenever he drums he writes down how many minutes he's drummed for, and he's tracking books that he's read. He reads a lot of audiobooks, listens to a lot of audiobooks. And last year he didn't track them, so he doesn't know how many he listened to. It's very minimal. I don't think he's gonna be doing pictures and book covers and all that stuff. He's not reviewing them either. He's just literally writing down what they are. Let's move on this up. This isn't a very good ruler to be doing this with. Also, I'm trying not to. You listen to like 2 books a week? I would say. Don't know if this is working, but we'll find out. Might be better just doing it by hand. I've already done that bit. Do we have an F? Nate says, we worked out I read about 100 books last year, so yeah, 2 a week-ish. Look, it's an F. Does that look good or does it look lame? I don't know. I think if you did the whole without in between bits, it would look amazing. But then that wouldn't go with my new chapter vibe. Yeah, it might look good on a black background. Watch your fingers. This Louise says, a bookmark really using with the calendar on. Is there one to buy on the website for this year? That is been ordered, I believe. We weren't going to do one, but then lots of people asked us to make one. So Joe's made one and it's on its way. I don't know if I was supposed to tell you that. That is true, right? You did make one of those. I didn't imagine that. Just wait for Joe to confirm that, Louise, because I do make stuff up quite a lot and say the wrong thing and say the wrong prices and say the wrong dates because there was one in the adventure box, but it wasn't like a hard plastic like this. It was like you did over Christmas, yes, as you were like, I've done it, they keep asking for it, so I made it. It was more like the Gonk marks. I don't know if I have one. Yeah, and not everyone gets the quarterly box, so we just didn't, I don't think we realised how much people liked them because we had so many left over of the 2024 ones. Nate's got mine now. We had so many left over, we were giving them away. So we didn't, I don't think we really thought it would be worth getting 2025 ones, but then so many people were like, please can we have one? To be fair, I really like them and I use them all the time because when I'm designing stuff, I always need to know the dates and it's just really nice to have it like in a really easy reference. Yeah, we didn't get the adventure box. No, we didn't. Yes, you're right. Sorry. I was like, I don't have one. No, we didn't get one. We got a washi tape though. There was like bits left over, which is why I thought maybe I had it, but no, I don't. Yeah, we didn't get a lot. We keep selling out of stuff, which means me and Joe don't get any of it. Which is a good problem to have. This B is hard because it's curved. It's a very good problem to have. Oh yeah, we'd saved two big ones for us and then two got lost in Canada because of their strike thing. So we had to send them to somebody and we didn't get the other ones back, so sad times. I think it was Canada again, maybe making that up. This blade keeps moving. I have a feeling it was Canada. Or America, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, I could probably do this with scissors actually. I am really hungry. I always keep these. These are like the back of sketchbooks, back of paper pads, and I always keep them because they're like such good cutting mats. Top tip. Excuse me. Look, it's so cute. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. That's not the right journal. That's my old one. So I'm going to do it here. It's very different from Written in the Stars, so I feel like it needs to be on something. I don't have any like, I do have black paper. Should I do it on black paper? I do like cutting paper. What do we reckon? I do have black paper. Let's do black. I'll tear it, yeah. Does it tear this way nicely? Then it looks like I mustn't forget to do my tab, which I got out specifically. And where is it? Where is it gone? My page tab for my... I put it somewhere. And now it's gone. Oh, it's there. In a different drawer. Need to do... Shall I do black? Shall I do white? I'll do white, I think. I have to cut this out. Here's another top tip for you. We have done coloured dot grid pads in the past. We've done many. We used to do them for every big one. Cut it out and then fold it before you peel it off. If you can see the middle, which I can't. I think the black one is on the website, isn't it? Yeah, this is on the website. It's £7.50. I'm looking at it now. I think the black one's the only one that sells consistently well, which is why Joe has decided to not. I'm going to overlap them a bit because I don't think I'm going to get 12 on otherwise. Maybe there, like... That wasn't very good. Sorry if I keep touching the thing with my head. Cool. Maybe I could just do it like that, so it's the whole page. Could do it like that. I don't know. I don't know. I simply do not know. I don't know if I want to do the whole page. Let's see what it looks like if I tear it. That's cute. Is it? I mean, it's mad, but it's fine. We like mad. We like mad. I'm going to cut down here a little bit. I've decided, because I used to do with my live streams, is I used to like plan them out and I would pre-draw them in pencil, because I like to do stuff in pencil. But I feel like the stuff I do when I just make it up is nicer. It's just a bit more creative because I'm not thinking about it. So I think I'm probably just not going to plan my live streams apart from the stuff I'm going to use. And you get to see the thought process as well. I don't know if that's interesting. To see my thought process, but don't come at me for not using a glue dot roller. I don't like them. Controversial opinion. Pritt Stick gang. Sorry, not Pritt Stick. Snowpake glue gang. Then we'll trim this bit off. I'm just going to stick this down and then I will be off because I am starving. And I've got things to do. And I'm sure you've all got things to do. I do have a new style dot grid roller. Did Jo show this on her stream? I think she did, because it's got a little stand. So we've got new ones and they've got a bigger bit and they've got a little stand so they stand up. I do use them sometimes. I don't know what that is. Is that to refill it? I think they're refillable. I don't know what that does. Sorry, this bit. What does that bit do? Is that so you can open it? Ah, so you can open it. Anyway, I do use them sometimes, but right. Oh, I need my glue again. I usually use this to glue on. It's good to make things refillable. It's good for the environment. Oh, I could just cut and stick paper all day. Is there a job where I could just do this? Apart from this job, obviously. I should have done the E first, obviously. I'm an Egypt. There's a hair on my glue. Nursery school, yes. Fortunately, small children aren't my forte, but I am good at cutting and sticking paper. Or do you mean be at nursery school? Or do you mean teach at nursery school? I could be at nursery school. It'd be great. Now it's nap time. Now we drink our orange juice. Great day. There we go. Absolute nutcase. Chuck that away. I think I'm going to leave it there. Sorry I haven't done a lot of journaling, but I feel like swatching the washi tape was important. So yeah, if there's any more questions before I go, let me know now, or for me or Joe, about the launch or about anything. If you came on halfway through and didn't see me do the washi tape swatches and stuff, then obviously go back and re-watch. I will just show you again. Might make a nice thumbnail, I don't know. I have to think about thumbnails now. Da, 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 da. Or maybe just this one with all of these in a row. You're welcome, Carol. So yeah, 30th if you're a VIP, 31st if you're not. Be on the newsletter list for all the updates. Da, 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 da. Melissa says, is there any decision on reordering A5 deep tins, trying to organise my washi and work out if I need to rethink it? I don't think we are restocking tins. Joe, please let me know if that is correct, because we are trying to move towards storage solutions. Okay, she hasn't had a chance to think about it, so we don't know. I won't say anything then. I think maybe need to look at like the numbers and see how popular they were, because they take up so much room, which I know is we always bang on about, but it is quite a tight squeeze in our office, and it's like if we order 50 big silver tins, they literally take up an entire shelf, and that means we don't have room for other stuff. So yes, cool. Well, thank you all for coming and bearing with me with the technical difficulties at the beginning. Joe says, how would people feel about more of the boxes that the 12 days came in, perhaps white with our logo? As they store flat, so I'm guessing that would be a viable alternative. Yeah, they might be more useful if you need a reminder. They are like this. This is my make it happen. Oh, Jo didn't have a tin, did she? To show you. This is the tin, by the way. Yeah, and if they weren't, I don't know if we can print on them, but they would match the binders. I mean, if it was white, it wouldn't scratch as much. I think it's the black that shows the scratches up if you're... yes. White, I think, they would be shiny, kind of like the folders, probably. yeah. Yes, pop us an. There's a form, isn't there? They can send us a form if they like, or send us an email, or send Joe a message. Don't do that. Joe made this form for like if you have an idea or you want something, you can fill in this form rather than just sending emails. I think Holly's gonna bark because the dog just went past. Oh, she didn't see it. Excellent. She must be asleep. Yes, there she is. She's posted it. Tell us what you think. So yeah, if you would like a box, or you like prefer the tins, or you have another idea or something else, go and fill in that form and let us know, because we like feedback as long as it is constructive and not rude. As previously mentioned, rude people are not welcome. If you're going to write an email, please read it back to yourself, preferably out loud, before you send it, and think to yourself, would you like to receive this email, or am I being rude? Just a reminder. We've not had any since Jo did her stream. I don't think so. I think Christmas makes people crazy, so it's all fine now. Thank you all for being lovely. My stomach is rumbling. I have taken up too much of your time, so thank you all for coming, and let us know what you like in terms of washi storage, and I hope you like all the new stuff. And yes, you're welcome, Jo. Thank you, bye. Loving you all. You are great. How do I make this stop now? There we go.